Ever since the artifact perks changed in Season of the Deep, many Guardians have turned their backs on stasis due to it not being as prevalent. But today I have for you an ability spamming, ice shattering, incredibly tanky build that you can bring into a large number of activities to clear out as many enemies as possible, essentially letting you play Fortnite in Destiny 2. The new exotic Stasis Scout Rifle Wicked Implement allows for a broken Stasis Titan build that keeps you alive and helps you generate boatloads of stasis crystals everywhere. Wicked Implement's exotic perk Creeping Attrition reads, rapidly landing precision hits causes targets to become slowed. It also has another trait called Tithing Harvest, which reads, precision final blows while Creeping Attrition is active create a Stasis Shard that returns to you. Collecting Stasis Shards refills the magazine. This build will allow you to easily take advantage of these perks and take this weapon to the next level. Now let's jump straight into the full build. Firstly, we have a Rally Barricade. This barricade will turn into a Stasis Crystal Wall due to the Hoarfrost Z exotic, which reads, when using the Stasis subclass, your barricade becomes a wall of stasis crystals that slows nearby targets when created. Standing behind this barricade will grant you and your allies increased weapon reload speed, stability, and range. A useful fact about this exotic is that even after destroying the crystal wall, the reload, stability, and range benefits of the barricade are still present throughout the entire duration, which is approximately 14 seconds. Now we'll be using the Glacier Grenade. This is the best grenade for Behemoth Titan as it gives you another easy way of spawning stasis crystals for you to shatter. Now moving on to our two aspects. Our first aspect is Cryoclasm. After sprinting for a short while, it enables a longer and more powerful slide. Sliding into stasis crystals or frozen targets shatters them and any nearby frozen targets. Now here's our second aspect, which has great synergy with the first one, Tectonic Harvest. Shattering a stasis crystal creates a stasis shard. This shard grants melee energy when picked up by you or your allies. Moving on to our fragments. Firstly, we have Whisper of Refraction. Defeating slowed or frozen targets grants you class ability energy. This allows us to easily chain our Hoarfrost stasis class ability constantly, as all of our abilities involve freezing targets. Next, we have Whisper of Fissures. Increases the damage and size of the burst of stasis when you destroy a stasis crystal or defeat a frozen target. This allows us to more easily take down powerful enemies and shatter a larger radius. Next, we have Whisper of Shards. Shattering a stasis crystal temporarily boosts your grenade recharge rate. Shattering additional stasis crystals increases the duration of this benefit. This works alongside Whisper of Fissures to give you a fast regeneration rate for your Glacier Grenade. The final fragment is Whisper of Rime. Collecting a stasis shard grants a small amount of overshield, which falls off after 10 seconds. Collecting additional shards adds to the overshield and refreshes the timer. This fragment synergizes well with the Tectonic Harvest aspect to give you a very tanky amount of health alongside the freezing and shattering from your other abilities. Now the three stats that I recommend building into at this build are Resilience for your Barricade, Discipline for your Grenade, and Strength for your Melee. Now this build is centered around the Wicked Implement exotic, however there are some other notable weapons that you can also pair with this build. Firstly, we have Headstone perk weapons. This can include a variety of different weapons, including SMGs, scouts, and more. Next, we have Aegir's Scepter. This weapon easily slows and freezes areas of enemies, which helps you build up your grenade and class ability more quickly. Next, we have Salvation's Grip. This weapon received a rework this season, which gives it two firing modes. Firstly is the Charged Shot, which creates a pattern of stasis crystals, where the number of crystals is no longer dependent on charge time. The Uncharged Shot is a normal grenade launcher shot, but does more damage to stasis crystals and frozen target. Now we have a chill clip fusion such as Riptide. This is great for helping generate class ability from Whisper of Refraction energy due to the freeze kills. Final two weapons include Conditional Finality and Vergless Curve. Now moving on to our armor mods. Firstly, on the helmet we have Ashes to Assets. Gain bonus super energy on grenade kills. Next we have Dynamo. Reduces super cooldown when using your class ability on your targets, which we will be utilizing quite frequently. You could optionally run a Stasis Siphon to generate extra orbs of power for your Kickstart mods and additional ability regeneration. Moving on to our gauntlets, we have Grenade Kickstart. When your grenade energy is fully expended, you gain grenade energy. Additionally, your armor charge is consumed, and you gain additional grenade energy for each stack. Next, we have Firepower. Spawns an orb of power on grenade kills. There is a 1 second cooldown between activations. Then we have Bolstering Detonation. Grants class ability energy when you cause damage with a grenade. On our chest piece we have Damage Resistance mods. However, if you wanted to, you could also run Charged Up if you wanted an extra stack of armor charge. This benefits Utility Kickstart and Grenade Kickstart, which we will cover soon. On our legs, we have Elemental Charge. Collecting a Fire Spray, Ionic Trace, in this case Stasis Shard, or Void Breach, or destroying a Strand Tangle, has an escalating chance to give you Armor Charge. The second mod is Recuperation. Replenishes health each time you pick up an Orb of Power. This is fantastic for our survivability aspect, alongside Whisper of Rhyme. Lastly, we have Innervation. Reduces grenade cooldown each time you pick up an Orb of Power. Now finally, let's move on to our Mark. Firstly, we have Bomber. Reduces grenade cooldown when using your class ability. Now, since we're going to be utilizing our class ability and our grenade quite frequently, this mod is one of the best for this build. Next, we have Utility Kickstart. When your class ability energy is fully expended, you gain class ability energy. Additionally, your armor charge is consumed, and you gain additional class ability energy for each stack. Our final armor mod is Reaper. After using your class ability, your next weapon, Final Blow, spawns an Orb of Power. This is a great bridge to generate more armor charge. Now, as shown in this gameplay, this build is really strong, and especially with the new exotic that you can get from all 3 exotic fish in Deep Dive. The catalyst at this point is unknown, but when I get it, I will let you all know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching today's video, and if you enjoyed, consider subscribing with notifications on, dropping a like, and commenting down below what you would like to see next. If you made it to the end of the video, also comment Wicked. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your day, and peace.